Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead. I hope you're having a blessed day, wherever, whenever you're watching this, hopefully super money saving.
Let's hope it saves you a few
Shekels.
Dineros.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this year has been really tough when it comes to budgeting, staying on target, just going with the flow, having to only live in sales just to feed everybody. And I have a feeling it's going to get a little rougher.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
We're here to talk about how to save you some dinero.
And just how, to get your family organized a little bit. I'm not saying super organized. We don't have to be like that. But we have, because we have to be flexible to kind of go with the flow.
Bendy.
No.
Flexible.
No.
Oh, yes.
That's not what I said.
That's what you meant.
That is not what I meant.
Bendy. Like. So.
Just like these glasses are bendy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So. That said,
Can't take you anywhere.
No. Right now I don't want to go anywhere anyway.
No, of course not. But
one thing, a side benefit of budgeting and making a monthly meal plan, which I'm going to show you here. We've got, that's why this camera's sitting here, just so you know. And I'll be looking away from the screen a lot because I'm pressing the buttons. And so hopefully.
Always pressing somebody's buttons. Sorry.
Alrighty then. So it's going to be a spicy afternoon. Like a spicy meatball. Right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I was going to say a side benefit when you actually do monthly plan is you eat a little healthier. Instead of the quick thing in a box, you can plan ahead. And we're going to talk about lunches and we're going to talk about breakfasts too. So yes, this will be, here, let me show you. I'll show you the, what?
Your finger is dirty.
Oh,
he cut his finger earlier and didn't clean it yet.
It's clean right here. I'm not cooking.
No, I know you're not cooking.
So anyway, that's how that's going to be. So the way we do this for us is we make one of those. We make a, right there, that guy. Yep. Mama prints one of those out. And if you ask us nicely in email.
I would be happy to send you a copy.
Yeah.
And then you can just print it out and make your own.
Yeah, Michigan Daffodil says it's a guy thing. I hope he is the same. Yeah, I cut my finger when we were working on the fence. Yeah. And you know what? We had more stuff to do. Yeah. So that, you can ask her at info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com and she'll mail you that. But that's an easy thing to find. Yeah. But that's how we start. And what we do is, very first thing is we mark the important dates.
Well, first we have to make the calendar. We got the box, right? But this is for December.
Dicembre.
That's Latin. December starts on Thursday. Yeah. So I'll just put the days in here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of November because
we're still in it.
We're still in November.
And you may want we're starting this video intentionally in the end of November because we always end up not doing it for day one.
Right. So it's always best to take that last weekend before the new month and get your next month, go ahead and get that planned.
Yeah. So while you're writing and putting in important dates and the numbers and all that fun stuff, I'm going to say hello to Michigan Daffodil, Linda Stone in the chat, Mike DeFazio in the chat, Drena's Haven 916, hello, Barb, Judy, and Common Sense University doesn't give a degree.
Hey, that worked out perfect. Look at that. Every box is filled.
Okay, so do you want to? We'll mark on hours like days because we know when we've got our children and grandchildren coming for Christmas. Yes. So what days are those?
I believe the 20th or the 21st.
I think he said 20th, but he's traveling, so 21st.
Yes.
It would be the 21st. That would be the
Just gonna
day
write
we would
fan
have
here.
a nicer meal.
Yeah.
And then Christmas is on what day this year?
It's on a Sunday.
Right. Now, for those of you who may be watching this saying, hey, Christmas is not my thing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you do Hanukkah, you just fill in your dates.
Fill in the special days that you guys that are special to your family. Like I'm gonna put New Year's, but New Year's is really not that big of a deal for us.
We don't really do anything.
No, we never go anywhere.
We don't even stay up to watch the ball.
No, we don't even stay up till midnight. We go to bed. We're tired. Hey, that's a Saturday. We've got to get up early Sunday morning.
No kidding.
We go to bed early.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the important dates.
I think so. There's no birthdays, so we don't have to add, there's no family birthdays. No,
Calendar's
I think that's
reversed in the 2-shot. Oh, Mike, I didn't catch that. We'll have to go to this one.
Oops.
I did it in this one.
Yeah, you'll just have to switch to that.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So, okay. Thanks, Mike. I thought it was a universal setting. Apparently, I was wrong. So, now, the next thing we'll do is we will get out our calendars, our cookbooks. And we'll start to think about different meals for the important days.
Yeah.
Like for us, we know what we're going to have on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because that's kind of tradition for us.
Right.
And we are blessed. We are super blessed in that we raise our own meat for the most part. So when you hear what we're going to have on Christmas Day, don't
be shocked.
Don't think, oh my gosh, these people are so rich.
No.
Because no.
Whenever we get a steer or a cow that we processed, we always ask our butcher to make standing rib roasts. That's what it's called. It's not necessary. Prime rib is a way that is it's the way that it's cooked somewhere. I think it's
They call it prime rib.
They call it prime rib, but it's actually called a standing rib roast. Is what it is.
It's like a ribeye steak next to the rib cage.
Right. So
Right.
it's a standing. It's got the ribs on it.
It's like a big gigantic ribeye.
Right. And so we always ask our butcher, okay, we want ones that are 4 bones width. We want some that are 6 bones. And so he'll make all of those for us.
And we have figured out, because of one channel, which I love this channel, Food Wishes. And he taught us, and I kind of tweaked it just flavor-wise, but the best way to cook a prime rib, standing rib roast with the ribs on. And it deals with math. And I'll tell you what,
math.
it's in our cookbook, our brand new cookbook that just came out yesterday.
Yep.
Homestead for the holidays, and it's in there. It's math, and it's crazy because it works perfectly. Yeah. It's based on how much weight, how much time, and then the main thing is don't open the door.
Right, right. So I actually went ahead and printed it out and put it in these plastic sleeves just a little while ago. It actually took maybe 10 minutes. But yeah, so it is in there, and it's so good.
50 recipes, and it is the stuff that we make. It's the cookies. It's the stuff that we do, and it will be benefiting, our family. and Claire. Claire has been, she had surgery, and she has not been working. So she said, hey, can I finish up the cookbook, and then you guys maybe help me out? And we said, yes.
Yeah, because it helped us, and it's going to help her a lot. So
if you grab one, they're on sale. We appreciate it.
Yes.
So, okay, Mom, identify.
They're on sale if you're going to, it's the Thanksgiving 20. Use that code.
To the end of the month.
Yeah.
Whose artwork, there's beautiful artwork, is on the fridge?
Oh, some of it is Hope's, and some of it is Ruth's.
Let's go back to the main.
Yes.
So you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, the more
Ornate.
architectural is like Hope. She's been doing a lot of that drawing.
Yeah, and then there's a map right here. I think that Ruth did. It's just stuff that they do with school. So.
Yeah. So, okay, that said, we have prime rib on Christmas Day. Why? Because it doesn't cost us $150.
No, for one piece of meat. No.
For us, it probably costs maybe 15.
Yeah.
Just because we raise it.
Right.
Now, also on Christmas Eve, we know what we're going to have. That recipe is also in the new cookbook.
Yep.
It's Christmas meat, if you would describe it.
Christmas meat is a roast pork. You could also use roast beef or a roast. But generally, traditionally, this was a recipe handed down from generations ago from his side of the family. Came from Germany. And I know in German it's called something else, but I don't remember what it's called. So it's a roast pork. Traditionally, it was roast pork and roast veal. And then that is cut up and put into a gravy that has peppercorns, bay leaf, and clove in it.
That's what's bizarre.
That's
but
the
it's
bizarre
so
part,
good.
but it is so good in it. You let it cook in the oven for several hours, and it just, that flavor gets throughout that gravy and that meat. And then you pour it over cubed bread, and it's so good.
Is your bread recipe in the new cookbook? I forgot.
Yeah, of course it's in.
Let me
It's
tell
gotta
you
be in
what.
every cookbook.
It's really, really good. And if you follow the instructions, you won't make bricks.
No, you will not make bricks. It is the easiest bread recipe. I should say there's a couple that are the easiest bread recipes I've ever made.
Okay. So
I don't like futzy bread.
now, yeah. Well, let's think this through, because now we know Jonathan's coming there. What would be some recipes that he would like and his family would like? I know Jessica, street tacos.
That's her favorite.
And we have, okay, so why don't you go ahead and put street tacos on there? Not close to Christmas. We should do a light day before.
Sure.
Now, you'll notice, guys, that as we're doing this, we are going to be thinking out where the meal placement is, too, because that's important, because you don't want to have, like, heavy meal, and even, like, lots of meat.
No, you got to spread that out, because, for one, it's just so, that's so heavy in your stomach. So we'll probably do... we will probably do leftovers and get the leftovers cleaned out
before.
The day before.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, we do leftovers generally for lunch, but there's always some that are left, so we'll just kind of, clean those out the last day before a holiday or a big meal coming up,
You know you're going to be filling the fridge right back up with leftovers.
That's what we did.
I think it is called Schweinbraten.
I think that's sauerbraten.
Could be.
Schweinbraten?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know there's a recipe called sauerbraten.
There is. That's really good, but it's not the same thing.
No.
How many of you guys are still having turkey leftovers? We are.
Every day. Love it.
It's been so good.
Yeah.
So, okay, then we'll need a real meal there, but now since Jonathan eats like a horse, we need something...
Depends on the horse, but
that's not too expensive, that is good, that will go from leftover. What about spaghetti?
Okay, we can do that.
Because we're thinking also in terms of budgeting. Spaghetti is one of those meals that you can use just 1 pound of ground beef to 2 pounds of noodles and sauce. And that feeds a lot of people. So,
yeah.
And right now...
I put salad and bread on there too.
Good. Well, and then, because when mom makes bread, which that bread recipe is in that cookbook, it's what, 30 cents a loaf?
About, yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. No.
Okay. Now, what about the day after? Are we going to think leftovers there again? The day after Christmas?
Maybe we could probably wait a few days and use whatever prime is left and make like fajitas, later on in the week.
Which that's probably sinful to most people thinking you're going to take prime rib and make fajitas.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason why we can do that is because we raise our meat, and it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
for us.
we'll do other things with what's left. There's a beef and cabbage stir fry that I really like. I'll take leftover beef, leftover beef and use that. The Christmas meat generally kind of stays as Christmas meat. It's because it's already in a gravy, and that's just really great over bread. That's a perfect leftover. That's not a remake recipe.
I got an idea. What about a soup for that day? Soup and bread.
Okay.
Like what are you feeling? If the kids are here, then it's probably got to be chicken dumpling soup
or
broccoli
beef
cheese.
not beef and broccoli. Broccoli cheese or chili.
Chili's gonna be heavy.
Yeah.
We could do. What about? I don't know. You pick.
You know what? It actually probably will be lemon chicken orzo because they all love that.
And it's not that expensive.
Yes.
We're gonna tally this up the best we can at the end. But lemon chicken orzo, if you've never had it, it's a pasta that's kind of like spaghetti noodles, but they're really small.
Yeah.
And you got a little zip from the lemon, and it's chicken, but it's slightly creamy. There's carrots in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should go back to the beginning of the month.
Yeah, but it's just a weird month because you've got holidays in there.
Right.
Okay. So what say you? What's today on the calendar? We're not on the calendar yet.
Today is the 26th, so this is starting tomorrow.
We already figured out what we're having today.
Yes.
Which is ham and au gratin potatoes.
Yeah.
That's nice because the au gratin potatoes are cheap still. And the ham, you can get a small chunk of ham still for like $6-7, a really small one.
Yeah.
Just cut them small.
Yeah. And au gratin potatoes are actually quite easy to make from scratch. We just happen to have the boxes, so we're just do it quick.
I love that you guys are chatting and helping each other out with ideas. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so then tomorrow is Sunday. What would you like to have tomorrow, Mom? Because it's come home from church day.
Yeah.
We generally will have a nicer meal, but
we'll generally have one nicer meal on Sunday, and then it's snacks later on.
So yeah. You have been itching for taquitos.
Oh no, we're not going to do taquitos.
No?
Not after church. No way.
That could be like a Monday.
That's a Wednesday or a Thursday.
Yeah, go ahead and put that on Wednesday.
Well, Wednesday is actually youth group, so we actually do leftovers Wednesday generally.
True.
So that could be a Thursday.
Okay.
For rehearsal.
Taquitos, sure. Yeah, and you can make your own, but to be honest, they're still cheap enough in the store.
Yeah, it's
You know, beef and cheese or chicken and cheese. So then tomorrow, let's grab some cookbooks and let's see.
Okay. This one needs a new binder.
Yes, it does.
It's falling apart.
This one's been used a lot.
Yeah, that's our first one.
Another thing that we'll do is we will get out old menu plans. We keep them for about a year, like this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And we'll look, because sometimes you get stuck.
That one's really old.
2016. Well, here's a good one for an off day, baked potato bar. Find an off day for that.
Okay.
Kids love the baked potato bar. It's cheap, and they just love to accessorize their potatoes. Am I wrong?
That's gracious.
Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah, you just that way you just put out a bunch of condiments or cheeses or bacon or whatever it is you want to put on there. You bake up the potatoes, poof, you're done.
Ow.
Oh man, I wish we had fresh tomatoes. Caprese salad sounds really good.
Yeah, tomato season is gone.
Over.
It's done.
Okay, one thing that we generally do is we know that we're going to have a few Italian meals and a few Latin, Mexican food kind of meals.
Pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pizza.
Do you want to do pizza tomorrow? No, we've had it recently.
We'll have to do pizza when the kids are here.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of spaghetti, move the spaghetti somewhere else.
We can do that.
And here's the thing. With pizza, believe it or not, it's not that expensive if you make it from scratch. Christa's dough and sauce recipes are delicious. And feeding everybody, if I had to guess, with the dough, with the sauce, pepperoni, cheese, we're making about, what, 7 pies?
When it's just us, we make 5.
Okay. I'm going to guess it's about $12 ingredients.
Yeah.
About there?
If that. I wouldn't say it's more than that.
Right.
Okay, I don't need to look through the bread section.
Okay. Let's see.
Soup. Yummy. Oh, bacon, bean soup.
Put it on there. We are in soup season, baby.
We are in soup season.
Pasta fajoux.
Oh, no, that's it. That's what I'm making.
Hi. Describe it.
Pasta fajoux is a Olive Garden ripoff. And let me tell you, folks, it is so good. And I actually have made it in the Instant Pot, but you have to be really careful because there's not enough liquid in it and it burns. So I just make it on the stovetop.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of cool. Debbie Cipher says she's making homemade pizza as I watch.
Oh, fun.
The dough is rising. Toppings are ready to go.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, when we make our pizza dough, we make it a couple of days in advance. Here it is. Pasta fajoux, yummy.
Or are you which are you gonna put it on?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Well, you gotta pick big.
I know.
Pick it on a day after something heavy, because it's not so
Sure.
heavy.
Actually, it's pretty heavy. It's similar to chili, but it has noodles in it.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
And it's lighter. Mm-hmm. Or it should be lighter.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Let's do that.
Okay. And we also like to try to have a salad and bread day every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Keep things light.
Yeah.
Yeah, making the pizza dough a few days beforehand, it gives it so much better of a flavor. It's it's more yeasty. It's a little bit more thin, depending. I mean, we like.
It's easier to stretch out for your dough, or for your pizza.
Yep. Your favorite? We need to have it while the kids are here. Creamy tomato and sausage pasta. Mm-hmm. Or creamy sausage and tomato pasta. That's in our cookbook as well. It's bow tie pasta with thinly sliced kielbasa sausage or beef sausage, depending on what your preference is. And there's a creamy tomato sauce and diced tomatoes in there, little onion, so good. And it's actually not that much money, because you're talking, the most expensive thing is 1 pound of a kielbasa or beef sausage.
Right.
Wings. Yum.
Oh, you know what we haven't had in a long time and would be really great, not too expensive? Lemon chicken and udon noodles.
Yes, we have not had that in a long time.
Let's make that maybe Friday?
Here.
Or wait, no. Fridays are generally like finger foodie days because it's family movie night.
Right. Let's do this then on
Maybe
Friday.
a Tuesday.
Let's do this one on.
Yeah, switch it around.
Which one? Oh, lemon chicken.
And udon noodles. You can do the lemon chicken a few different ways too. You can grill it and then slice it up to put it on top of the noodles. But it's just I think they're Japanese noodles. They're udon. They're nice and wide. They cook super fast, and they just take whatever flavor you put on them really nicely.
They're great for making like a teriyaki, like a lo mein type noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're really, really good.
But there's a nice bite to them, if that makes sense. It's not like a rice noodle.
No, it's not like a rice noodle. It's wheat. It is a wheat noodle. So udon noodles, you can find it in the ethnic section in your store.
Sure.
And they're relatively inexpensive. We have them very rarely because it's more than spaghetti. Yeah, it is more than spaghetti, but
Okay, where you got? Looks like we're actually a little less than half. What about, okay, one of Mom's favorites. And you may scoff at this at first, but you'll hear me out. Fish tacos.
Love fish tacos.
Okay, because you can take the cod fillets that they sell that they're like $5, but you only need like one package to feed a lot of people because you're going to put cabbage on them or lettuce. You're going to put the actual fried or baked fish on there, plus all the stuff you'd put on a taco.
Yep.
Fresh and nice.
Yeah.
So do you want that on there?
Sure.
What looks good? Okay. Looks like you're on a mission to find something, or are you just
I'm
looking?
just looking.
Here, look through these.
Nope.
This is the Wayback Machine.
These are sticky. Ooh.
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah. Oh, got it. I know what I'm making. The homemade hamburger helper.
Yes.
It's one of his favorites.
Oh my gosh, she makes this homemade hamburger helper because we try not to do as much chemical as we can.
We try not to do boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
And it tastes so much better than the box nonsense, and there's no chemicals in it.
It does happen to be in the cookbook as well.
Yeah. Not the newest one, but the second one.
Right. So.
And I don't make this in the Instant Pot anymore. This was the recipe I was thinking of that tends to, the burn notice comes on your Instant Pot. So I stopped cooking it in the Instant Pot and I just make it on the stove. It's just as easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of days do you have open there?
I got all Sundays, all Saturdays.
Okay. What about you in a casserole mood?
Sure.
I don't know what. Or biscuits and gravy mood. Biscuits and gravy is nice because it's cheap and they're tasty.
That might be good for like after church on Sunday.
Okay. Except we have biscuits right now.
You're right. We could save them for tomorrow and not eat them with dinner.
We could. How about...
We had meatloaf recently. Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joes. Oh, I know. What about some red beans and rice?
Yes.
When they're here.
Yes.
That's one of the... Mama's red beans and rice is ridiculous. You could just make yourself sick on it.
Yeah.
It's so good. Can you use bread flour in making your breads?
I generally, yes. You can use bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour. It doesn't matter for these breads. Just don't use a low quality, like don't buy Walmart brand of all-purpose flour. Buy a better quality all-purpose flour. But yeah, you can use bread flour. It's better that way. Rice.
How many Latin/Mexican meals do we have on there?
Enough.
Enough?
Yeah,
Okay,
and for me to say that's
she likes it a lot.
1, 2. We actually could go with one more.
One more? Do you want
Yeah.
Hope's favorite?
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
It's so heavy, though. I
It
will
is
say it's
so heavy.
I make this,
lasagna.
call it Mexican lasagna. You take a pan, you layer it down with some enchilada sauce on the bottom, and then you use tortillas because they fit perfectly. They just fit right in there.
Like those 9-inch cake pans.
Flour tortillas, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you put your meat, your cheese, you just layer it, and then put another tortilla, and then just keep going.
Yep.
And it's great.
And you can make it you can make it with whatever you want. If you wanted to use shredded chicken, you could use beef, you could use ground beef, you could use shredded beef. It's entirely up to you. You make it to where it's specific for you.
I know. For our new pizza oven.
Oh, barbecue chicken pizza. Oh, yum. I'm not sure, though, Because there's a lot of sugar in barbecue sauce.
It might burn.
It will burn really quickly.
We've got a pizza oven, and it gets way up there. It's like 800, 900 degrees.
It gets stupid hot.
You're right.
So
that might not work.
No.
Oh, I haven't had in a long time. Chicken paprikash.
Honestly, what's really funny is I was just thinking about
Really? We'll put it on the meal plan.
Yeah, because we haven't had that in forever.
Well, pick a spot and describe what it is.
Okay, chicken paprikash this is one I do make in the Instant Pot. I used to make it in a pressure canner or pressure cooker before the electric ones came out. It is chicken thighs, potatoes, some bell peppers, paprika, and lots of paprika, and some broth. And
you serve it over noodles.
Serve it over noodles. I think it might be in this one. May I?
Yeah. I guess you're taking it.
I said may I.
Sure.
Mother,
may I doesn't mean I'm taking it.
Well, that's what excuse me means. It's
no, it does
move your
not.
butt. I know that. I was being sarcastic.
If we need a soup, do we need a soup?
I don't know. What soup are you thinking?
Well, that's why I'm asking if we need a soup rather than telling you.
I thought you had one that you were going to
recommend. Oh, I do, but I just want to make... that's why I want to know if we need a soup or not.
Look. See, this is what happens. Okay, so chicken paprikash, onions. There's 4 large onions. Lots of onions, butter, chicken thighs, green or yellow pepper. I prefer yellow because green always makes me burp. Potatoes, 3 tablespoons of paprika. That's a lot.
It sounds like a lot, but it ends up being more sweet.
Right. And then chicken broth, and you cook that in your Instant Pot for 10 minutes. And then you open it up and you season it and put some sour cream in there and serve it over egg noodles. It's so good.
Yep.
So good.
Well, did you put it on the schedule?
Not yet.
Give back. Give to me. Or should I said, may I, as I'm taking it?
Do we have chicken thighs in the freezer?
We have whole chickens. Loads of them.
Oh, we'll just do that. Okay.
We'll use a whole chicken.
Yeah.
We process our own chickens too.
I'm gonna make that tomorrow, actually.
Okay, that sounds good. Also, don't forget, put breakfast on.
Yes.
One of these days. Breakfast for us is not that expensive. I know eggs are going through the roof.
Yeah.
But if you guys have the ability to get a chicken or 2 chickens or 4 chickens, get some chickens.
Do it.
Get Isa Browns. Why? Because they will lay an egg almost every day.
Yes. 300, each chicken will lay 300 eggs a year.
Right. So for us, the cost of eggs is almost negligible. Mm-hmm. And then there are places around here where you can get pork really cheap.
Yeah.
So pop breakfast on for a day.
I did.
Find a day.
I did. Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. What about hamburgers? Everybody's favorite.
Sure. We'll do that on a Saturday.
And hopefully there won't be any snow. If there is, we can still do them inside.
Sure. We like to cook them in the cast iron skillets.
Ziti or is there maybe a lasagna when everybody's here? Because I makes
a really excellent lasagna.
I make a mean lasagna.
Yes, and we will do that.
Okay. Then we're going to tally up here soon. We don't have any more fresh squash. We're squashless.
Squashless, yeah. Cows ate them all.
Here's the thing. We don't have any fresh peppers anymore, but stuffed peppers are really nice. Mm-hmm. Except peppers are getting expensive.
Peppers are always getting expensive. So.
What about cabbage roll casserole? Or whatever we call it.
Unstuffed cabbage casserole?
Yeah.
Sure. We can do that too.
Maybe on a Tuesday or a Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up, one of my favorite comfort foods is called cabbage rolls, stuffed cabbage rolls. I'm sure you guys have had them. Mm-hmm. But they're putsy to make. So what we figured out is you can kind of make the same thing just without having to boil the cabbage and wrap it around the meat.
Yeah.
You just kind of put it all in the same pot, and it works well. Beef tips and noodles. Yes, no, maybe so.
Sure.
Okay. Do we have enough leftover nights?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I believe so.
Okay. Man, I got a lot of different things. Okay, we need a Monday. Monday after breakfast.
Sundays.
How about hot dogs?
Ugh,
I know,
hot dogs.
but we only get good hot dogs.
I know. Just thinking about them makes me want to,
Well, are you in the mood for a putsy day?
Depends on what it is and the day.
We do make our own egg rolls from scratch, and they're great.
Yes.
But it does take a little bit of time. But you can make them vegetable only, and they still taste great. You can make them vegetable or chicken, and they still taste great. Or pork or shrimp.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you want to put on them.
Yeah.
But we would have to get the wrappers.
Right. And you have to find the right kind of wrappers.
Which that's it, Pick and Save.
Pick and Save, yes. Which is a Kroger store. Yeah, let's do that.
Put it on a day when...
Let's do that. Let's do that down here when the kids are here.
Yeah, because it is New Year's Eve. Perfect day to do it.
Yeah.
And you could do that chicken. The orange chicken.
Oh, no, sweet and sour chicken.
It is. That takes a long time.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's really good. It just takes a couple hours.
And what I can do is I can pre-make the chicken.
Sure.
And then freeze it.
Sure.
Sour. And the sweet and sour chicken, let me tell you guys, is so easy. Okay. I can't remember the exact recipe for the sauce, but the ingredients are, and you guys, your minds are going to blow here in just a second. Because
there's a weird one.
Well, it's ketchup, sugar, and vinegar. And then you mix that up. You cook it on the cooktop for a little bit. You cook your chicken. You have to deep fry it, but you mix it in cornstarch and egg, and then you deep fry it. So you dip it in egg, then dip it in cornstarch, and then deep fry it. And then you mix that in with the sauce, and you bake it for an hour. And it is so good. I know it's ketchup and sugar. Oof. That part is...
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but...
Crazy Prepper Linda, can you recommend any chickens that can tolerate a very hot temperature, not in the oven? For those who live in the southern states, I don't know of any chicken that doesn't.
I know that there's a lot of them can tolerate the cold, but I don't know the warm one. The ones that can.
We like the Isa Browns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody. Okay. Who was Connie? You said that you have to replace them every 18 to 24 months. I've never had that issue
with what?
With our chickens.
Yeah, they run out.
No, they run out of eggs.
Yeah.
At 24 months old.
Some do. Not all of them.
We've never had that problem with those. They've always lasted longer, but I've not heard that. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about a dad favorite?
Okay. No dude food.
No dude food.
No.
It's close, but
and no
dude.
chick chow.
That's hers. Dude food. The explanation of dude food is you look into the fridge and whatever's in there, you use it to make some kind of thing. So you're trying to get rid of all the leftovers, and it usually ends up tragic, but everybody eats it. She makes the same thing. It just keeps going. We call hers chick chow instead of dude food.
Yeah.
Hamburger gravy over mashed potatoes.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I can't help it. It reminds me of being a kid.
Okay. It's such a heavy meal. That's why I go.
You don't have to eat a lot.
No, it's not that I don't eat a lot of it because it is so heavy. Dissected egg roll.
So it's just The stuff in the middle?
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh my gracious. We have the day that our son David left for the military, the Army.
December 2016. Or September, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
David's pick was 2 days before that.
Yeah.
What about pot pie, Mom?
We can do pot pie.
Pick a day. Okay.
Chicken or beef?
I prefer beef, but everybody else likes chicken, so go with chicken.
Okay.
Chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie, and I don't care.
I want to make this.
Make what?
Maple bourbon glazed salmon.
We have a big piece of salmon that we got on sale.
Yep. And
Pick a day.
it's simple ingredients.
Right here.
It's okay. We can do it then. Ow. Sorry, I get arthritis in my thumb. It's maple syrup, orange juice, and bourbon whiskey.
Oh my gosh.
And then you cook that.
You make a glaze.
You make a glaze, and you put your salmon underneath the broiler for a few minutes, and then you put this glaze over the top of it.
Silly.
Yeah.
Okay, how many days we got left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. 7 days. We're gonna have to start getting creative here. What about pulled pork sandwiches? Or I prefer sloppy joes.
Sloppy joes. Yeah.
Put that on Thursday.
Okay.
That's easy. And it's not that expensive. You can
Right.
make it stretch because you're
Right.
basically eating a lot of bread.
Yeah. We're trying to cut back on our bread consumption. This menu's not doing it.
But I'll
And
tell
not
you,
at all.
well, you know why? It's because everything's so expensive and bread is still affordable.
Yes, I know.
And spatzel and hunter sauce,
Oh, yum.
please.
Okay.
Pick a day. That's a Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, describe it.
Spatzel is an egg noodle.
It's German.
And the hunter sauce, I don't remember.
It's
been a while since
it's
we
a
made
savory gravy
Yeah.
that
It's just it's
a
like a
buttery,
beef gravy.
buttery, beefy gravy.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I think you're going to want to put on there is, oh, shoot, where was it?
Yes, Mike, there is a breakfast for dinner. That's on this Sunday here. We have it, at like 2 o'clock. We'll have a big meal after church.
Do we have enough Italian or do we need another Italian?
We have
Just one.
lasagna, pizza,
Earlier in the
pasta
month?
fagioli.
That doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
Came from the Olive Garden. It
It
counts.
doesn't count.
It counts.
It's not counting.
What was it that you suggested?
I was going to suggest what we were going to have, but we didn't the other night, which is
chicken
parmesan.
Okay.
Maybe Saturday?
Sure.
Okay. Here, we'll show you the close up to see how it's all coming together.
Okay, so you got your heavy meal. I want beef and cabbage stir fry.
You got salmon. Yes.
And?
That's 1 for 1. 1 for 1. We got to think a couple light meals.
Yeah, we need to have salad here.
Yep, I agree. And bread.
Okay. We'll have bread. I won't eat bread. But...
Baked chicken and rice is always a hit. Or rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, we can do rotisserie
Do that
chicken.
on Sunday. Yeah. Because for us, chickens only cost a couple bucks.
Yeah.
A whole chicken. When you raise them, it makes things different.
2 hours, I think so, yeah.
Okay, we need 2 Thursdays. So that's like...
That's kind of like a quick, light meal.
It actually doesn't have to be because I don't leave.
He has rehearsal on Thursday nights at church.
You have leftover clean out the fridge day. Crazy.
Yes.
We'll talk about that.
We do. Generally,
Mostly
that
lunches.
happens on Wednesday nights and lunches. We'll eat leftovers for lunch.
Yep.
Because it's there and we don't want it to go bad. And then there are days, like on Wednesdays, we will clean everything out of the fridge, and generally whatever's not eaten will, if it's still good, then it stays. But if it's on the edge,
we give it to the animals.
We give it to the animals. So
yeah,
it's gone.
Yeah, so no waste. So we got chicken paprikash, sausage, onions, peppers, and mushrooms.
Bruschetta chicken. Got it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's excellent. I love that stuff.
So one more Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Now there are a few things we gotta mention when we're done here. Yeah. Okay, you pashawed at hot dogs. Oop, our light went out. What about corn dogs?
We can do that on this last Thursday.
Done. Okay. Now we'll show you where we're at because we're done. But here is the close-up. Now, one of the things that you got to understand is some days you get to that day and you're like, I really don't want to have taquitos or whatever. You make for shift days.
Yes.
You say, well, okay, if we're not going to have taquitos, why don't we switch it with sloppy joes or whatever? But you got to, the trick is this is the hard part. You got to actually keep the meals that are on here. You got to eat them.
Well, that's why I do it in pencil, so that I can erase it and swap it with something else. And that way it's still done.
Yep. So now let's figure this out. Let's tally it up generally, because prices are going up like crazy. But we're not going to give a fair number for prime rib because we're going to give you, tell you what, we're going to give you our prices, and then you guys will have to shift in your mind a little bit what it would cost you, because you may just go, prime rib is so not even doable.
Right.
And you might just say, no, I'm not spending $120.
Well, and you don't have to use a standing rib roast. You could get another kind of roast.
Get a chuck roast.
Get a chuck roast. Get a I don't know, kind of another cheaper cut of meat.
So for us, that would cost about $15.
Yeah.
So maybe, and then the lemon chicken, orzo soup with the orzo, still $1.50. The chicken for us is probably $3. Broth, we're talking $5 to feed everybody. Lasagna, we're going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef, but that for us is less. How much is that, do you think? $2? Yeah. Okay, $2. The sauce, the cheese, noodles are still $1.50. Let's call that one $7. $8. Sorry. Okay. Pound of sausage is still $4.
Pound of sausage.
For
yeah. I think they might be $4.
Okay, so that's going to be a $6 meal with the pasta noodles.
Inflation.
Chicken and rice, red beans. The beans are still $1.50 a can, so that's $3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Things are going up.
And then chicken, we've got a whole chicken that we'll use, so that's $3. So where are we at?
$6. 7. No, call it 7 to be fair. Okay. Maple, that's gonna be an expensive one.
So the salmon,
it was like 14 or 15.
Was it? I thought it was okay.
It was not cheap.
And then the rest, I would say probably
2.
Well, then there's bourbon in there, but not much.
We don't have any. We'll have to get it.
Get those little bottles.
Little one.
Yeah.
That way there's no finishing the bottle off. Well, we bought it.
No.
No.
So let's say 18 for that.
Sure. You keep tallying. I'm going to answer a question.
Okay.
HT6, do you make your own ricotta? Not yet. We make mozzarella.
I have.
My mom makes a great fat farm cheese. Matter of fact, there's some on the counter over there that's thawing.
I have made ricotta in the past. It's just, it's putsy.
Yeah, it's so good. It's getting expensive, though.
Yeah. What would you say, egg rolls and the sweet and sour chicken? $10?
Yeah. That's going to be a little more, just because the egg roll wrappers.
Yeah.
Okay. Michigan daffodil, crazy pepper. Yep. then become science experiments. Oh. What do we got, Mom?
Unstuffed cabbage casserole.
Okay. That's ground beef.
It's like $5.
Yep. It's not that much.
Yeah. I mean, the most expensive part is the ground beef, and we already have that. And
Right.
chicken pot pie. I
Go,
make
Mama,
the
go.
crust.
Yep.
I make everything. Everything is. I mean, I don't. Of course, don't make the carrots and peas, and we use Thrive Life for those. 6.
Cook dry pinto or kidney beans instead of canned.
Yeah.
Jesus is Lord. You're right.
Yeah, and we could do that, and have done that. But for red beans and rice, I need the liquid that's in the can.
Yeah, she actually uses it.
I use the liquid that's in the can. If not, and what it is it's thick. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's the way that the rice and beans is made, and I need that thicker
I would bet they
liquid.
cook them in the can.
I would imagine.
They probably seal them up with water, with salt, and then
Yeah.
cook them in the can.
Probably.
But I don't know that.
Street tacos is going to be probably 13.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we have the meat, we have the flank steak, so it's just a little bit
Since
more.
everybody's here, pizza's going to be more like 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the kids, Okay.
Okay, what else?
Christmas meat, that's going to be,
Bread and the pork. The pork's going to be like $8 because we can get it cheap.
yeah.
Make it,
10.
yeah.
Okay. Spatzel and
Hey,
Hunter
Tanya.
sauce is like $4.
Yeah, because there's not much to it. It's just really tasty.
Right. Hamburger gravy over potatoes is going to be probably $5.
Yep.
Now, the lemon chicken and udon noodles is probably going to be a little bit more, like 7.
Yeah, I would think.
There's stuff underneath there. Corn dogs. Okay, no, I know there was somebody that asked if we made our own corn dogs.
We
No,
have.
we have, but we don't. We buy them from Aldi pretty cheap. What are they, $2 a box?
They're $2 a box.
And they're really good.
Yeah.
So we'll
And then-
go $4 on
Well,
that.
no, you need to go
French
to
fries.
6 for fries.
Yeah, we do French fries.
Bag of fries, the
Yeah.
cheap ones.
Yeah. We have, junky meals, but we're also not, eating twigs and berries every meal.
Not every day.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Let's see. Beef tips and noodles.
Okay, that's going to be probably $8.
$8,
Yeah.
Mexican lasagna.
Ooh, 7.
Okay. Hamburgers, we use a little bit more ground
Yeah,
beef.
that's going to be 12.
Yeah. Fish tacos is probably going to be 12 as well, because we got to buy cabbage and the fish.
Yep. Okay. Rounding the final corner here.
Yeah.
So has anybody gotten the new cookbook yet? Because if you haven't, it's on sale. And there's your link right there.
Yeah.
And we're very, very grateful.
Yeah. The coupon code is Thanksgiving20.
Here, I'll put that in here.
Yeah.
Code to get is Thanksgiving 20. To get, it's 20% off. Ah, there you go.
That's why the
Thanksgiving
20.
20.
I was
hence the
going to put 22, but I was like, no, that doesn't really.
And it might confuse.
Yeah, exactly. So
Where are we at?
I'm just rounding the corner here.
And I'm going to add up something separate here because you may say, all right, well, what about breakfasts?
Right.
You can keep going.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and say cereal some days yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
Mom makes the yogurt, so we don't have to buy expensive yogurt. We get granola in bulk from your bulk food store, which ours is J-Lar Valley, which is awesome.
We love them.
Some days it's fruit. Some days Mom will have just eggs and cheese and some kind of green thing. She eats better than I do.
I do.
So let's say that it costs us on average like $8 for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, are you done tallying?
No, not yet.
Times, we're going to round it off to 30 days.
Now, this is not just for 2 people. This
No.
is, we're feeding 5 people. And then down here towards the bottom, it's going to be closer to 17
Okay.
people.
So go ahead and put 240 in the corner because that's what we're going to round to for breakfast. Because some are more and some are less. Like if we all just had granola and the yogurt mom makes, that probably cost us $3, you know. So, got it?
Yep.
Tell me the numbers and I will add.
Oh, I got it. You answer questions.
Okay, questions. No, they're just chatting away. Taco salad is light. You're correct. It is light and it's delicious. What's your favorite meal, guys? Got to get interactive with us here. Let's see. All right. Cooked the pinto beans. Yep. Dissected egg roll. That's funny. Can you recommend the chickens? Yeah. Any questions, you guys? I see that there's a bunch of us on. Surely someone will want to know something. Questions. Cheesecake.
There we go. $271.
Okay. Now, drum roll, please. Add those two together. All right, guys.
$511.
511 to feed how many people?
5.
5 people for a month. That does include breakfasts, that includes lunches, and it includes dinners.
Right.
Part of the trick is you got to stick to the plan.
Yes, you got to stick to it. And yes, you don't have to have this exact meal that time. You can swap it out with some other meal that you're wanting, you know, because, you know, I'm not going to, we're making this meal plan at the beginning of the month. I may not want lasagna at the end of the month. So.
And to be fair, let's just say that you go, oh, guys, that's not fair. Those are not good numbers because you guys raise your own meat and you have your chickens. Okay, fine. Add $100 onto that to compensate for you having to buy the meat that would cover this. $611 to feed 5 people is insane these days. It's so cheap. Well, when you consider today's prices.
Right. Exactly.
But that's really the thing is that you gotta stick to the plan and don't get sucked into the what do they call them? The impulse buys when you go to the store.
Right. Don't go to the store hungry. Eat before you go.
That's a big tip.
Even if you have to go through the drive-through, eat before you go to the grocery store.
Get a $1 burger.
Yes.
If you can find one.
Yeah, they're not $1 anymore.
$2 burger.
There's no way I would want to eat those anyway.
Just put something in your belly. Keep some crackers in the car or something.
Actually, we have a small little storage bin in our car with Lara bars and crackers and, yes, even some lollipops. Just saying.
It's for the little kids.
It's really
yeah.
Little kids.
So there it is, guys. Even if you had to do your own meat, $611 to feed that many people for a month, and it can be doable.
Right.
Now you're going to have to get creative. What recipes are in the cookbook? Why don't you read some of them, Mom?
All right.
The new one. This is the new one.
I figured that was what they were asking.
I mean, if you're asking about the old one, I can tell you those, but recipes in the new one.
All right, the new cookbook. There are some duplicates, but then there are some new ones.
A lot of new ones.
Because, you know, we've done, Christmas meat was in the first cookbook, but we wanted, all of our favorite holiday recipes
in one spot.
So I'm going to close this because it's distracting. So there's a few breads. There's the Amish white bread, which makes awesome cinnamon rolls. Monkey bread, orange nut bread. Then there's some broccoli salads, some glazed carrots.
You gotta name them.
I was.
Okay. I thought it looked like you were skipping.
No. Zesty cranberry sauce, roasted garlic mashed potatoes, home-style mac and cheese, sweet potato casserole, yum, green bean casserole. We don't generally make green bean casserole on a regular basis, but
I love
this
it.
recipe is ridiculously good. So this is going to be a must this Christmas, having that again. And so there's an apple pecan blue cheese salad, which
Yum.
he absolutely loves.
Yes.
I always leave the blue cheese off of my
And
side.
I generally don't like apples in salad, but boy, that combo works.
Yeah. Homemade stuffing, which, oh my gosh, I got to tell you guys. And our favorite lemon chicken orzo soup. Prime a la Brad. Well, here, I can show the...
Oh, I've got it on. Oh, yeah, no, they can see it down there.
It's backwards, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Christmas meat, roast turkey a la mom. So the turkey that I made on Thanksgiving, it walks through every step of the way. Honey glazed roast pork with veggies. Here's that maple bourbon glazed salmon that I talked about. So yeah, you only need 3 tablespoons of bourbon.
That's not much.
No. Home style scalloped potatoes. Oops, sorry. Scalloped ham. Old fashioned beef stew. And then desserts. All of our favorite desserts that we make for Christmas time, holiday time, I should say. Fudge, saltine bark, the pecan pie. I had some after lunch today.
It was delightful.
So I'm going to be doing my workout later because I had pecan pie.
I got to get on the treadmill too.
Yeah. Pecan sandies. Claire, she makes these chocolate oat bars that are just ridiculously good.
And even though they're
chocolate
kind of
crinkles.
good for you, they taste really great.
Oh, no, they're kind of good for you. Of course they're
Kind of.
They're not good for you. Well, yeah.
A little bit.
There's not that much sugar in it.
Can I eat over? Come on over, PJ.
Sure, come on over.
Absolutely.
Pumpkin pie,
Scalloped
sugar
potatoes
cookies,
and ham.
peanut butter fudge, my all-time favorite, Chex Mix. That is an absolute have to.
We end up making it twice usually and double batches, and it's still people are like, can we get some? No, you gotta save it for Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly. So we only make it during the month of December. We'll make it twice.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive. That's not a cheap thing.
It's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter. It's a lot of nuts. It's cereals. It's really good though. Now these are the pecan crunch cookies that we were talking about yesterday, where it's got the potato chips in it. Super yummy.
Yep.
Frosted pecan couplets, another one that's excellent.
Oh,
Peanut butter
Mom's
pie.
peanut butter pie,
oh my gosh, guys.
How much is your holiday
could
cookbook again? It's on sale. It's like $8 now, right?
$9.99.
No, but the code made it cheaper.
Sure, it's like $7 something with the code.
I think it's $8. Code Thanksgiving 20. Yeah. So you're getting 50. Oh, cod. Thanksgiving cod. It sounds fishy to me. Code.
Funny.
Code.
Funny.
Yeah.
The code.
So that does help everybody out. So thank you. We got to go do chores.
Yeah, it's getting dark. So I'm not a fan of doing chores in the dark.
No. But she does wear her sunglasses at night.
I do.
She does. And she likes to dance in the dark.
I don't dance. But you can dance.
I can't dance.
You can dance if you want
The
to.
only thing about me is the way I walk.
What?
I've been quoting song lyrics.
I don't know that one.
That's Genesis.
But did you hear, you can dance if you want to?
You can. You could leave your friends behind.
You could, totally.
But that would be uncool.
Right.
Don't do that.
No.
So anyway, we got to go.
Yep.
If you want to grab a copy, it's going to be on sale till the end of the month.
Yep.
And it does help us out a lot. And we are very, very grateful.
Yes.
So
have an awesome day, guys.
I got to find the mouse. My mouse has wandered off again.
Yeah. Bye.
It's all right. Bye. Wrong one.